Good morning, everyone. This is Bossy coming to you from Let's Sip and Talk. I just felt like I wanted to chat with you guys up a little bit, about everyday life and what goes on in everyday life and the things that we have to deal with as far as every day, especially when it comes down to relationships. And I can say that I've been in quite a few relationships myself. I am kind of a cougar, not really a cougar, I could say a vet when it comes down to life. So there's just so many things that I'd like to share with everyone. I guess I need to put my little headphones on here. But it is 10:59 in the AM in Texas. A little bit cloudy out today, so I figure I'd light me a candle and sip on me some wine. I've been working all night, so I figure I'd sit down and talk to my listeners. So, what do you think about relationships? Do you think that relationships is just something to do? Or do you think relationships is something that can take you a little bit more further in life, far as um, marriage, family, happiness, things like that? Because things can start off real, real good when you were in a relationship, and then somewhere along the line, things just kind of change. And I'm one I can actually say, especially with me being single and at the age of 53 that I am, I've experienced a lot and seen a lot. And I think that I've kind of learned from my mistakes. So right now I just kind of, just want to be a single woman and enjoy life. And I'm loving every bit of it. And some people just love being in relationships, and some people love going through the changes, especially when it comes down to cheating. A lot of us can be a real acceptable to things that we shouldn't be acceptable to. And I don't know if it's because some people just don't want to be alone, or some people just have low self-esteem, or they just believe in the relationship that they are in, and that there is something that each and every last one of us have to learn to deal with. Me personally, I used to, I can say when I was younger, I dealt with a lot of tolerance for things. And I don't know if it's because of what I've seen and it was learned behavior, or because I just felt like that was the best that I could get. I don't know. But now you can't even pay me to even be that way. Now I'm just to the point now where, hey, you got one strike and I'm pretty much done. Or if I just see a sign, I'm done. But everybody's different. Some people want to work it out. Some people just keep tolerating it. Some people just keep on taking the I'm sorry. I mean, why? Why do you feel like you have to be putting up with someone who don't find you special, or with someone who does not appreciate your worth? And this is not just for us women out there. This is just for men as well, because there's some men out there that get some women out there to just be pretty much doing same thing that men be doing. They just can't be loyal. And that's where the problem comes in at. I mean, when do we say that it's enough? When do we say that it's time for me to start living my life and trusting in me and being alone? I don't know. Me personally, I love being alone, but I can't speak for everybody else. I'm gonna take me a little sip of wine here real quick, y'all. So today I just kind of want to talk about cheating, the topics of cheating. Uh, what do you think is cheating? Because a lot of people think that stepping out on your friend or your girlfriend or whoever is not cheating, because we're not married. I ain't tied into her. Okay. Well, then if you're not married to her and you don't feel like she's the one that you want to be with for the rest of your life, why don't you let her go, or let him go? Or is it because you find that that person is giving you everything that you need for the time being? This is where the problem comes in, because a lot of people stay with people because they actually love them. The other person actually stays with the person because they feel like you are giving me everything that I need, but you got just that one thing that I'm missing for me to say that I want to marry you. And that's not fair. That doesn't make it fair to the person that you're doing that to, because they can move on with their life and find somebody who loves them just who they are and just the way that they want to be. You know, I've sat there and I've given up enough time to men that I feel like now my time is not worth you wasting, and I won't let them waste any second of it. And this is the reason why. Because all those years that I spent with those men who I thought loved me, who I thought would eventually commit to me, I wasted a lot of time. And you know what? My Mr. Right is with someone he ain't even supposed to be with. Ain't that something? See, we don't understand the things that we give up because we think we're in love or we're trying to give somebody a chance to change. People are not going to change unless they want to change. And if they're with you and they're constantly doing things to you, that means that you're probably most likely not the person that they really want to be with, but you get to crying and saying how much you love them and all this other stuff. And that makes them stay because now they feel bad. Man, she is a good girl or he is a good dude. Come on now, somewhere along the line, we gotta wake up. We gotta tell people, hey, this is what it is, and this is what I expect. And if you can't give it to me, I'm going to somebody who will. Stop tying yourself up to a man or a woman who is not going to commit or be loyal to you. If they're not gonna be loyal to you, then move on. Move on. You have a situation where sometimes a woman or a man, your mate is constantly stepping out in the relationship. Just like every time you look up when you think you back on track and you're doing well, and then you're going through his pants or something just starting to seem off about him. He come in now he not talking to you. Act like you done did something to him or something. And you're sitting here like, what the hell is going on? But see, the thing that people don't realize is you know your mate. You know your mate. You know your mate and you know what they will and won't do, and you know how they behave because it's a certain way that they treat you when you first meet them. You know, they're so attentive. They gaze in your eyes like you're the most beautifulest thing that they ever seen in their life. They go from that to looking at you like they can't hardly stand it, even like you got some type of disease or something. We know and we sense when things are off with our man or our mate. We're not stupid. So then you dealing with him and he's messing around with Sarah over here, and you catch him and y'all get into it, and you possibly almost get into it with the girl, if not even go to blows with the girl about someone who really doesn't value the queen or the king that you are. Where is the irony in that? Why are you fighting over someone who doesn't respect you? Because if they did, you wouldn't be put in this situation in the first place. But you constantly put up with it. Every time you look up, you're forgiving them for something. They done caught him with Janice, or you done caught her with Jeffrey, or you done caught her, and then you get back together and everything's fine. The next thing you know, it's someone else, if not the same person. What is it about that person or you needing to be with more than one person that I'm not good enough? Are you still searching? Are you still searching? Because sometimes I think they still be searching because I don't seem to be enough woman for you. So you go on and you're messing around with this girl, and then we get into it. Or like I said, I possibly go to blows with her, and then next thing you know, I forgive you for it. And we're doing well. We're doing well for a couple of months, and all of a sudden the attitude and everything starts shifting again. And then guess what happens? You're right back where you were, fighting with some girl or some man again. You're basically, just a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, it's just every time you look up, you are having to battle with him to love you. Nobody got time for that. So, so when do you start feeling like you need to do something else with someone else? Well, when you get tired of somebody cheating on you, you are going to try to find a friend. And when you find you that friend, you're going to start seeing how much he into you and he's making you smile and all that other stuff. And to me, I don't feel like that's cheating. I just feel like you're just in the company of someone else. But in the eyes of your man, that's cheating. Why would you feel like that's cheating? It's not, it's kind of not being loyal, but it all depends on what kind of conversation you're having. If you're just having friendly, innocent conversation, then guess what? It's friendly, innocent conversation. But if you're talking about what you're going to do with him and all that other stuff, I mean, it might be borderline being unfaithful. I don't think so. I think it's you just kind of seeing what else is out there. But I guess in the same sense, I guess you're kind of doing the same thing what he's doing, but you feel like, okay, he's doing it, so then I'm gonna do it. But I'm not having sex, so does it make it wrong? I mean, give me a call and let me know your opinions. Call me at 737-900-9221, and we can sit here and we can talk about it. But it's just crazy because there are some borderlines to what we would call cheating. I still can't say whether it is cheating or whether it's not cheating. Is it cheating? I'm just talking on the phone. We're just having conversation. Yeah, we might go over the line a little bit because he's telling me some things about how sexy and how pretty I am. So, I'm going to listen. It's got my curiosity peaked. So, yeah, I'm going to listen. But I'm not doing anything wrong. Now, when you start the sexual relationship, then that might be just you're cheating a little bit. I think I could say that you're cheating, even though your man is out there messing around with Sharon or whoever it is he's messing around with. You still can consider that as cheating because you're expecting him to be loyal and now you're not loyal. So I mean, I can honestly say that it's cheating. And some people say that it's not cheating. I don't know. I think it depends on how you look at it. If he's doing it, then I'm gonna do it. And me personally, I kind of feel like if I step out on my dude because he's constantly cheating, it's because at the point when you start cheating, we are no longer together, even though we're together. But that's how I'm looking at it. So I'm just like, you know what? What are we doing? What are we doing? So are we gonna play these kind of games and make our lives miserable, or are we gonna just try to sit down and work it out? But then when you sit down and work it out, you go back and do it again. When is enough enough? But I mean, that's all good and everything. You just sit around and work that stuff out, and then next thing you know, boom, there you go. He does it again. So when he does it again, what do? Well, I ain't gonna have sex with nobody this time because last time that was just a big old deal. I can't do it. We just really, really, really was kind of going through it a little bit. So I'm not gonna go through that with him. We what we're gonna do is I'm gonna call this new friend that's been trying to get at me, and we're gonna talk. So we're talking, and like I said, no sex or anything involved. So I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just in the company of a male companion, you know. And next thing you know, start sending me like little dick pics. Now my mouth watering and succulating and everything because I'm just like, I ain't gonna cheat though. I'm not gonna cheat. And what happens? You send a titty pic. Oh, let me just show you a little something, baby. You show that little titty pic, and now y'all really talking. Now y'all kind of vibe. I mean, you really, really, really want to just go and get broke off by this dude, but you just like, no, I'm not gonna cheat. I'm gonna do better this time. And you find yourself so into it now. Now you're on live stream video. Y'all video talking now, and now he's showing you how he's playing with his old dangling, getting all hard and showing you it and everything, and you looking and you just like, oh, next thing you know, you're playing with yourself. Now you guys are having some phone sex. Is that cheating? I mean, you can tell me, is that cheating? If it's cheating, I mean, let me know because then I mean, I'll probably still do it anyway. I mean, fuck it. I mean, you're having fun, but is it cheating? You're not actually having sex with them. You guys are just kind of enticing each other a little bit. So, is that cheating? I don't know. Let me know. Drop me an email at let's sip and talk at gmail.com and let me know how you feel about phone sex and whether or not that's cheating or not. I kind of want to know the answer to that myself because I don't think it's cheating because I mean, ain't nobody actually penetrating my ass. So I just feel like it's not cheating. So what you think? Let me know what you think or text me at 737-900-9221. Let me know how you feel about phone sex while you're in a relationship, but it's not with your mate. I mean, it's just something to talk about, I guess. I mean, because if you're having issues or he's cheating, you can't expect for your mate to sit back and keep on taking it forever. And then when they do it, then all hell breaks loose and they wrong. I mean, it's I mean, you gotta sit back and think about what you're putting somebody through. So when you go out and you're cheating and you're having issues with your mate, I mean, eventually they're going to start taking those invites to dinner. They're going to start holding those conversations when they're in the store and some man or some female approach your mate and, try to come at them because you're giving them reason to. If you want somebody to stay within the boundaries of your four walls, then you need to stay within the boundaries of your four walls. That's just point blank, period. We ain't here keeping our shit clean for you while you out there dirtying it up and bringing it back, and then you want to. No, come on now. At some point, you gotta realize that you are you're destroying what foundation you got with your mate. For one, two, it's unsafe these days to be out here just digging in everybody because you don't know where that person has been. Especially if you got somebody at home and they got to sit around and wait on you. I'll be one to tell you because I've done it. And eventually I got tired of waiting. And you know what I did? I moved around. So, you better really think about what you're doing and how you're doing it because when the tables is turned or when that karma come back on your ass, you're going to be sitting around wondering what happened. Nobody is obligated to stay with you or be loyal to you when you can't. It don't work like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think I didn't got a little bit beside myself, but I mean, I'm just keeping it real. There's some things that I've done in my life that I can't even say that I'm proud of, and it's just all part of learning. And there's just some things that I can say that I've done that I'm pretty proud of myself. And walking away from a situation, I'm always proud because I walk away and I stand tall from it. Because you get tired of being accused of cheating. So what happens when you get accused of cheating all the time? You know what? When you get accused of cheating all the time, eventually you gonna go out and cheat. At least that's what a smart person would do. You don't keep on accusing me. It's just like when you were a kid and your mama, you know, be telling you, "Don't you go over there. It's bad people over there. I don't want you over there. You been over there. I know you been over there." Next thing I'm gonna get tired of getting told that I've been somewhere and I ain't. So I'm gonna go do it. Or they tell you not to steal. You been stealing. Where you get that from? You ain't stole nothing, but they tell you stole it. Shit, eventually you gonna go steal. I mean, it's just you keep on getting accused of things, eventually you're going to go and make it true. So be careful when you constantly accusing your mate of messing around on you or doing this or doing that. Because you know what? That motherfucker going to go out and he going to go either stick his dick in something or he going to let that somebody run up in that pussy. So either way it go, keep on accusing your mate. Because first of all, it makes you look guilty, like you doing something or you done almost did something. You ain't got to be doing nothing to have a conscience ride you like that. Because sometimes you could just sit there and flirt with somebody and then you get in the car and now you think about when he leave, dang, I wonder if he do the same thing I do. Conscience will fuck you up every time. It'll fuck you up every single time. And you'll find yourself giving yourself away. I got accused of cheating for 10 years. 10 years. And I could have been stepped out. There's so many men that was coming at me and I shut them down. But I got accused of it for 10 years. And for 10 years, I found out he was the one doing it. So what do you do? Now you done got caught up. You done got caught up. You gotta go. You gotta get your shit. Let me get some garbage bags and put your little few clothes in there so you can get the hell out of my house. Because that's exactly what's about to happen. You go live with that bitch, fuck that bitch all you want on your own free time. Because I'm going to bring somebody else on up in here, which is what I do. They can't come live with me. You can come bounce around on me for a little bit. Long as it's good. If it ain't good, you gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? But you accuse somebody for so long and then you get caught. Because you so busy trying to make me out to be the bad person that you done caught yourself up. Where's the irony in that? It's funny. But I'm just like, you can catch yourself up all the time accusing your mate of cheating. And you know damn well your mate ain't cheating. You just know you out there doing wrong. So you got to try to make it seem like that. And then you know what that causes? That another thing that causes issues in the house because you out there doing wrong. So now you making problems. What is so wrong with you coming home to the person who you say you love? If you don't love them, then leave them. Stop trying to satisfy what you want in the moment until what you need comes along. That's not fair. It's not fair at all. It's not fair for a woman to have to sit there and deal with your bullshit when she doing the best she can and she thinking that you actually really love her. Trust and believe. They don't. And a friend of mine said to me last night, you always say that you're in love with such and such. It takes time to really fall in love with somebody. I don't mean just no 6 months or what. It takes time to really, really, really be in love with your mate. So if you sit up here telling somebody, oh, I'm in love with you and I don't want you to leave me, you're a fucking lie. You are lying your ass off. But you're going to say anything you can because you know that woman is vulnerable at the moment. It don't really happen with men too much. Sometimes men, I don't know. I call it a different kind of stupid when it comes to men. But you know what? To each his own. But I just feel like men should be a little bit stronger. than women when it comes down to that. But it is some that, when they with you, they with you. Especially if they got kids with you. They gonna try to work it out. They'll sit there, babysit your ass, be out there shaking your ass, letting motherfuckers run all up in you. And you come home to your husband and your kids, and you don't know how to cook, you don't clean no house, you don't do nothing. And they'll sit there and they'll put up with that shit. Those be the ones that need to be with people like me who's getting cheated on. But they say opposites attract. The fucked up ass women always get the really good men that'll stand by them regardless on what they are. And then we get the shit. Just like they get the shit. Oh my gosh. It's just crazy how the world works. Why can't, the promiscuous people just be with the promiscuous people, and then the good people just have their good life? Why should people have to keep on going through all of the changes that they go through just so that they say that they are stable and have a wife or have a husband? It should not be like that. So, it's just crazy. We do a lot for our men to not be appreciated. And it's crazy because we should never, ever get put in that position if somebody really loves us. If you really love that person, you're going to be right there. You're going to be there. You're going to make sure she's straight. You're going to make sure she don't work hard. You're going to make sure your woman is good. Let her go out and get her little change and come home and contribute to the home. And if y'all splitting it equal, that's great. If you want to be the person that's the breadwinner and take care of your woman, but you still allow her to work, that's even better. Y'all can still have everything that you want and be happy. Why can't she just be good enough? And then when she get tired of your cheating ass and she move on, and now you having a hard time finding her again, you now realize that that was your wife, and that's who you should have married. And you go off and you marry somebody else within 6 months. This is what I've been looking for. She's everything. Come find out she ain't shit. See, sometimes you don't really follow your heart. You just follow your mind on what you want. Your mind and your heart work different. Your heart will tell you to stay. Your mind is the one with a whole lot of sense, because it'll tell you, you know what, she good and everything, and she's a great person. I think that's who you should stay with. Yeah, but I ain't really that much in love with her though. That's what the heart be saying. So, you kind of just go through everything with your heart and your brain just kind of fighting with each other. But which one is actually right? The heart wants what the heart wants. And you can be so deep into something because your heart is telling you, you know what, you love this person, you got this emotions, you got these feelings and all this other stuff. And then your mind is telling you, yeah, I know you love her and everything. Well, bitch don't know how to cook, she don't know how to clean, she shake her ass all the time. She ain't right. This nigga, he always out with his friends. He don't take you nowhere out in public. He don't do this, he don't do that. That's not a person that loves you. That's a person that loves the convenience of you. Know the difference. Know the difference. Because if a person really, really, really wants you and really want to build a life with you and make it, they gonna move hell and high water. They gonna split the Red Sea and everything to make it right. Know your worth. And your worth is not to be a doormat for anybody. Don't let anyone just treat you or make you feel like you can't do any better, because that's how it makes you feel. And you get depressed and you gain weight and all kind of stuff. Don't let someone do that to you. Cheating is cheating. And if a person cheats on you and make it to the point to where you have to go cheat on them back, then you know what? Guess what? That ain't even a relationship even worth being in. And I've seen some people that they go through, and I think they like it, and that's cool that they like that kind of stuff. They'll go through. They gonna fight for their man. They gonna fight. They gonna chase cars. They gonna fight women. They gonna go through it. They gonna forgive. They gonna fight. They gonna fuck. They gonna do whatever. And 30 years later, they be like, "We've been through the storm, but we good now." Are you sure? Are you sure? And sometimes they just get tired. They get tired and they be like, shit, she done did all this, so I might as well stay with the bitch. And I hate to say it like that, but that's how they think. But I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this podcast, and I thank you for stopping in and listening to me. Like I said, if you got any input and you want to give me some opinions, or if you just want to be a co-host on the show, go ahead and hit me up on let's sip and talk at gmail.com, or shoot me a text at 737-900-9221. um I'm always open and ready to listen, and hey, I'll see you next time.